In this video, we're going to show you some of the new innovations that we've made to our manual rebar cutter bender. Our MBC16B has been used for decades out in the field, but we've made some enhancements to the product, and our new B1 model comes with a shorter board. It's 48 inches instead of extending out almost 60 inches. This allows it to fit on a pallet. It's easier to ship the product, and yet you still get the same leverage and force of the one that had a longer board to it. So you can store it easily in your store, and it goes great on the job site. Another nice feature is the fact that it'll actually fit in a job box. So many tools are stolen from the job site. Well, now this unit will actually fit in a guy's job box and be safe when they're not using it. But there's some other reasons why we've done these changes. First of all, the tool itself is easy enough to carry. It's lighter in weight because we don't have that extra length. And it now has a removable handle. One of the big problems with manual rebar cutter benders is the handle oftentimes is a hollow piece, and a user will put what we call a cheater bar on it. They'll put a piece of pipe or something else to extend the handle to try to even get more leverage on it. And what that does is it creates real pressure on the handle, specifically where it goes into the handle of the tool. And so what we've done is made this solid piece, a two-piece handle. So once you take it off from its holding spot on the, and now you've got a solid piece of steel here, so that if you put a bar on it, they're not going to wreck the tool. That's an important. You still get that longer length. The length is longer than all of the different competitors that we face out in the field. This gives you 20% better cutting pressure, 20% bending pressure that's increased over the competition. And another nice feature, of course, with our tool is we have a die here that can be rotated. That's an important feature because a lot of the other units that are out in the field just have a single roller here, a mandrel to bend around. And so that might be fine for bending, like, say, a number 3 bar into a 90 degree, but obviously a number 4 bar is bigger in diameter, and a 5 is even bigger than that. So in each case, you don't get a true 90 or 180. But you can see that this is offset so that it's going to change the radius depending on which bar you're bending. So you get a true 90 degree. Another great feature to our product versus some of our competitor is that when you're going to cut rebar, you can push the handle all the way up and let go of it. And now you can lay your bar in without having to hold on to the handle. A number of other models are out there where you're having to hold the handle like this to then put the bar in. Well, we designed ours so that it goes all the way open, so it's easy to use. You can slip your rebar in, the opening, and then against it, and you're able to either cut in this case, or if I was bending the rebar, I could set it in there and it'll bend. Now we have separate videos that'll demonstrate for you how to cut or bend the rebar, but it's a pretty simple operation. One of the safety things that you need to be thinking about when you're using this tool is before you use it, you always want to look at the jaws and make sure that there's no chip marks to it. If there's any chipping that has taken place, then it's best to replace the jaws. And that's done simply by removing the bolts here, and these jaws can come out from the unit and a new set of jaws can be put in. That doesn't happen that often, but you'll always run into maybe a situation over time where that's going to take place. And so every time that you're about to use it, always make sure that you've got jaws that aren't chipped. Once you've completed using the product, then there's a little button on the side here that you can just push in. The handle will come right out. It fits into its own carrying spot right next to the tool itself. You can hook your handle back on,